back. Kerbal Space Program. And when we left off, I advanced the day. We got no science. The last time we were here, we did the orbit, but we didn't get any science off of that. Well, we did. This is where we're at. And I want to try to get to somewhere in here. The wheels. These. I want to try to get to these wheels. Then I might need some of this composite material stuff up here too to fully make the rover. And once we get the rover set, that the science is just going to pour in. But for now, I need to get some science and can work on some stuff here. So what I think I'm going to do is make a science capsule. It'll be all of 5. And we'll start filling it out. I like putting this. This one is a really good autonomous controller there that I don't have the antenna system set up for it, but it'll be good to have in the future if I want to reuse this capsule. Definitely going to have some weight on this, so we're probably going to need a couple of these. Oops. Put them in a different stage. Ah, come on. You don't want this to clip too much because if you do an interior view of the capsule there in flight, you will see this thing sticking through the wall. All right. Okay, I'm gonna need landing gear. This is gonna be a short-range little thing that I'm gonna launch to the east or to the west and try to get a couple of those biomes over there with some science. Except I gotta put the science stuff on here too. Science. I don't know how to do this. Thinking about, I said in the last one of the videos I didn't like putting stuff on the outside, but I'm thinking about doing it on this. Nah. Alright, we need electricity. We'll put 2 of those in there. Actually 3 of those, just to fill out the... And now we need science. This is a hard one to fit in here, especially when it wants you to put 14 of them in there. That'll work. Let's get this other one in here on this other side. That is right. And small stuff. One of those. One of those. Graboid. Press mat. Or parameter. Whatever. I think that's all the science I have. So let's put them all into the action queues. These doors are going to have to be open for this to actually run, which will be fine. I don't think the goo is actually registering without opening it first. I think when I observe mystery goo, it's not doing anything. I'm going to find that out here in a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the seventh one would be the crew report. All right. Okay, I'm not sure how I want to do this, but I do need an antenna in here. Okay, this is not going to adjust straight. See, it's at a weird angle, so I'm going to want to do the turn trick, where we turn this and put this on the straight on, and then we can adjust that in. Except it's snap locked, it's angle locked, so it wanted to put it in a exact position, and I need to move that, so. It doesn't look like it's all the way in. Add that to the array here. We'll put that on number 8. If I can. Then we'll put number 7 will be the doors. Oops, nope. Now all we need is power generation. Wait, I want the 1.6. And like that. So when those extend, yeah, doesn't affect the antenna. And we'll put those at 9. All right. I think we've got a good little science capsule. But it's offline, and I want to put it back online, and so I guess like this. Angle snap on, rotate. Like that. Alright, now landing gear. Protect this thing so it can land. And now we're going to have to adjust it again by doing this. Putting those on the side. And you know what we could also do? Except I don't think I have it researched yet. No, I don't. I was thinking about putting a little ladder right here on the front so that it can get out and do EVAs easily. Oh wait, I do have ladders of some sort. Okay, let's line this back up with the straight again. Angle snap on. Okay, how much weight do we have? 1.8 tons. Should be enough with the chutes. So we need a coupler. Not that little tiny thing. Oh, you know what? Heat shield. Even though this is not leaving, this one will not be leaving atmosphere, I still want it prepared. In case in future runs I do want to. Extend these just to make sure that they're going to go below. There is going to be a little bit of a spring, and this actually might touch down anyway with the shock of these legs. Alright, let's get a rocket on here. .12 coupler. Okay, 3.5. I'm looking at the thrust to weight ratio here. I want to get that down to a respectable launch. 1.52 is respectable, but we'll go just a little bit higher. Yeah, like that. 1.6, that's good. Alright, this should be enough to get us into a new biome anyway. So let's give it one of these. And I'm not going to rotate this one, I'm just going to do it with the crew. Who's going to launch in this? Jebediah is orbited. Valentina, she's ready for bigger and better things, so I'm going to get a new pilot. Give somebody a little bit of a new Win Kerman. I like high courage, high stupidity. We'll take both. Enlist them. And new Win. You're going to launch the Ala 5. Let's see that. Make sure that all your staging is set up correctly. And here we go. All of 5. Save first. I'm just doing this because I need to get local science here. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to get over this building from here, though. Oh, we'll find out. Stability assist turned on. Throttle all the way up. Not that that's going to matter because this is a solid engine. And don't die, new one. Here goes. Start tilting back this way because I want to get as far in that direction as possible. This might actually work. I'm just trying to land somewhere over here, you know, and get a different biome with all these instruments. Now would not be a good time to run the experiment, I don't think. Okay, I'm at my highest point now. I'm fallen. See, this is what I meant by this is showing sea level, but if I click that, you'll see that it's different. This is to the ground. That's actually more important for what I'm doing because I know that I'm over ground. I should, and I want to do it at about 5,000 meters. I can turn off the SAS because gravity will keep my ass end down. I'm going to open the second chute just to get that. When those chutes open, I'll toggle the landing gear. This is a perfectly good capsule that I can reuse with different rocket configurations for different missions. Has all the science in it that I need. You hanging in there, new one? I hope this is recording. I haven't looked. Oh, it is. Totally is. And I got Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon playing in the background. You can't hear that because, you know, copyrights and everything, but I got it playing in my head. And just a great soundtrack for Kerbal. Okay, when these secondary chutes open up here, I'm going to do landing gear. I'm hoping that this gets down to a reasonable 4. 4 is perfect. 5 is a little bit much. 6 plus is starting to get scary. Yeah, this is respectable. Good. It's going to take a while. I can probably speed this up. Again, I don't want this to be on fast speed when it actually hits the ground. This is a hilly area and could be glitchy. shadow. Yeah, this is a perfectly safe speed. I should be just fine. It should just land and sit there and be perfect. Perfect. Now I can see 7 to open up the cabinets. 0 button to run all the science. Yep, it does do mystery goo. I see it right there. This is all from the grasslands. Now we can do an EVA. I should be able to get a surface sample, yep. And an EVA report. Keep those. Board. And this is a successful mission. I think we can pick her up now. Thing looks cool sitting there. Science! Hope that gave us a lot of science. Yeah, it's respectable. 400. And we can do that again. I'm going to hire another pilot. There's only one pilot left here. Donlock Kerman. He's not stupid enough for my liking, but we'll take him. Donlock. Alright, Donlock, we're going to do the same mission again, only in the opposite direction. We're going to go out to sea, because I think... Let me make sure here. I think that I still have sea stuff that I could do. Yeah, see, I don't have anything in the water. I can do... And there's 2 different water biomes out there we can hit. So we'll do that right now. Is Donlock ready? Donlock is ready. We verify that this engine is right. Good. Alright, Donlock. Secondary launch of the Allah 5. I'm not going to rename it, even though it says technically another launch. I'm going to name these by the capsule, not by the vehicle, not by the launch. SAS, throttle up. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're going out to sea here with this one. Science! Where's my lighter? Wonder what this red light is. I think I can open my chutes now. But I've had bad luck with that. So I just kind of aim for 5,000 meters. Just a matter of personal taste, I guess. I don't know what is the most efficient or the best way to go with that. It's like I'm drifting back. Actually, this is all coming toward us. The way the planet is spinning. As I fall, everything is moving toward us slowly. If we're lucky, this will be the shores and not the actual waters. Because, like I said, there's two different biomes here, but I think the shores you have to be really close, and this is going to give us waters. Alright, we're back to regular speed. About to go swimming. Yeah, this is going to be waters. For sure. So now I don't think the atmospheric test is actually going to be able to run right now because we're in water. But everything else should run. Seismic scan can't be done either. I've already done a crew report from here. I think I've already done this too. Take a surface sample. Well, a little bit. Okay, Kerbin's water, so I need to get the shores. That's the next one. Still, successful mission. More science. Another 200. In fact, how close are we here now? We're trying to get to these. And I don't think I needed this, but I did want this right here, that mobility enhancer. Didn't need anything from there. So the way up would be through here. Right there, and then right here. Okay, now I've got the wheels. Don't think we need anything on there. But I am going to need composites. I really want this one. I don't think I need anything in here for my rover. That's what I'm aiming to build as a rover here. Okay, where's the one with the smaller piece? This is the XL girder. Where's the smaller girder? Do I already have it? Is it back here? Did Timmy fall down a well? Come on, where is it? Oh, I need this. I need this lander can. It's fundamental to my design. Still, we'll come back in there. First, I want to see. Okay. New, untitled, lander can. First thing I want to do is aim it the right direction for when it's on the pad, because it's going to be driving off the pad, and that's going to be the windshield. Um, you know what? I guess I have enough of these. I can do these. I don't know if that's the right one, though. Yeah, it's going to have to do. You can get these to line up by making sure you have the toggle snap set, and just click on them and they'll be lined up perfectly. You can even make them overlap a little by coming in, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that little gap. Now for these, you can spin them on their side with the D button, and you can just line them up just like that. D button. Now you can rotate those on a snap. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Pretty much do the same design on all my Rovers. I've been doing this same kind of build forever. If these are too close here, you won't be able to leave this hatch. It's a problem I've had in some of these designs before. Alright, we need okay, which button is it? That one? That'll work. You can even move it up a little. This is a good song. I wish I could play it. And it's everything in my power to not sing it. You want angle snap on for this because you want these to be precise. You can pretty much just snap them on either side. And once you got them on, you do the rotate. Make sure angle snap is on again. Rotate them to be up and down. Now if you do snap on, if you do this move, these will position precisely with each other. And I can even move this in just a little, put it on the down part. Something like that. Okay, when I get energy generation, I like to stuff those they're like a fan-looking thing that produces energy. It's one of the last things you get in the energy tree. I like to put those up these legs, but I'm not going to do that this time because I don't have them. There's a way to copy this. Yeah, like that. Hold down Alt and click on something and you can copy the whole thing. Okay, this is not going to work unless I line these up straight. So what I'm going to want to do for this is make sure snap is turned on. You want to snap these back up. Now you can move these in. Make sure snap is turned on because you want symmetry on both sides. Once these are in, you will no longer be able to access these because every time you try to click on them, you're just going to be clicking on the outside shell. So make sure you got it exactly how you want it before you do that. Then you can go back to rotate again. Rotate those down. There we go. And that is an advantage of putting all the weight out on the wheels. It'll help stabilize everything by being good and wide and everything. This should run pretty well. But we need science stuff. This is all about doing science, so let's put some science stuff on here. Let's click on everything but science. Start with the Science Junior. Put that on top. Now these vents are going to open up when it does its science, so you want those toward the top, and the way you achieve that is by, first off, you want to rotate it, get it at a 45 degree or a 90 degree angle like that to where they're in front like that. And now you do the rotate again, and you do it this way. And now you can move this into position. Helps to turn off snap for this, so you can get it precise exactly how you want. Remember that the more of this you have down, it's actually going into the cabin there, and you will see it when you're inside there. But I don't really go inside there too much, so something like that should be fine. Oh, my phone is ringing. It is spam. We won't answer spam. Put some science stuff on here. Gonna need that. Do I want to put it up on here? There's that. Now we need an atmospheric analysis. That's the one. All right. Let's see. We need lights. We want the Mark II is for ground lights. We want the Mark I. Oops. What on that? There's lights. I like to put some lights around here too for like the back door light here. So when you come out this back door, you've got some ground light. We need the mobility enhancer. Those, throw it down here. That'll get us down to the ground. Power regeneration. I wonder if that flips it on the other side. Oh, it didn't put it on the other side because I didn't have symmetry. Yeah, it does flip it, so I don't want that. We'll just do one. And we want them to be right, so you want to do the angle snap. Just clicking on any one of these right now will put them in a generalized. They're both in the same spot. They're on each side. That's what you want, is the symmetry. And I could probably make those go down a little. Maybe even in more. Just turn off the snap. We can get it precise. That looks good. Is there a different color I can do for this? No. I think this has everything on it that we want. I think it's pretty much ready. Don't know what to call this. Usually call it like beetle or something like that because it kind of looks like a ladybug. In fact, ladybug. Ladybug, that's what I'm going to call it. The ladybug. And set up the action groups. 10 being my usual science one. So we got the crew report, the atmospheric, blah blah blah, goo, gravity data, temperature, seismic, and pressure. Should be 7 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there are. Now, I don't have any cabinets that open up or anything like that, but we'll put solar panels on 8. Oh, and you know what I don't have? I also don't have communication, which we'll do next. Let's see. Soft lighting will be 5. And spotlighting will be 6. And Now we need to add communication. It's facing the wrong way. I want it to face the other way. That's the one. We'll put that one on 9. Actually, put that on 7. I like to get into the habit of leaving 9 open for in case I do 2 science, that I'm used to doing 2 science. Let's put a crew in here. We don't need a pilot, we can do a scientist. We'll give old Bob Kerman the first shot at this. He's gonna be the first one to run the Ladybug. I think it's got everything in it that it needs. So we'll launch it. This is gonna get so much science. First off, let's don't need SAS, but I want to turn it on just in case. 5, test that for the ground lights. Is it ground lights? Six is headlights. Yep, they're turned on. 7 was communications. That works. 8 was solar panels. They work. 9 was nothing, and 10 was going to be science, which we're going to run right now. Oh, you know what? I forgot to add the ladder. Needs its own. Recover all this from the launch pad here, which we already did some. Surface sample. I can't believe I haven't done that yet. Or the EVA report. Board those and recover vessel. One of the biomes is down, the launch pad, but there are a whole bunch more because I can do that everywhere. I can do it right here. I can do it at this building, at this building, at this building, there. All of these have their own individual biome. I'm going to upgrade these just to get them out of the way. Got all the money to do it, might as well. Okay, everything is fully upgraded. Alright, we need to add the ladder to an action group. Which would be 4, I guess. Alright, that should be set. We're going to actually going to drive it now. Go to the next biome and get some more science. That's all this video is going to be. It's just driving this rover around collecting science. Turn on the lights. You want to be real gentle with this because, you know, cornering and stuff like that, you can flip really easy. I'm going to go right over here and park on the catwalk because this is actually a spot. Get your brakes. What does gear do? Nothing. Anyway, now that we're here, we can just hit the 0 button. Do all these. And then we hit EVA. Take a surface sample. Keep it. EVA report. Keep it. Board. And now we've got the crawler way. We did everything there, and that's all we can do. Recover the vessel. See where science is kicking up now. 399 off of that run. Then we can go back in here, launch it again. Should be the same crew. Turn on our headlights. So we're going to go up here to the hangar building where we're building everything. Helps to keep an eye on your electrical charge. These wheels actually cost charge. See, every time I do it, it goes on a negative. But then it gains back from the solar panels. Overnight, I would be able to drive for 4,000 worth of energy, which is pretty good. There's quite a bit of battery in those wheels. Get kind of good and close. Brakes. And there you go. We're at the VAB. Collecting more science. You do your EVA report. Take your surface sample. Board. Make sure everything is stowed. You can recover your vessel. And this is going to unlock a ton of science for me. It'll, really jumpstart the space program and do quality jets and, for the missions and stuff. It's almost sandbox, but I still have to unlock things. I still have to create this rover and go around and do it. Go over here to the action build or to the tracking station. And I can drive this over to the mountains too, over there, and get some stuff. It's going to be a long trip. I might end up doing it. These don't have the best brakes, so you want to be slowing down well in advance. Alright, now that we're here, we hit the 0 button. Tracking station. EVA. And then board. I usually wait for these to disappear before I hit recover vessel. I don't know, superstition. Don't want to do things too fast so it doesn't log something in or whatever, I don't know. Alright, we've done these couple. We can actually do right in the middle of the field here is a separate one too. Right about here. This will be considered KSC. Kerbal Shores, that's it. Take surface sample, EVA report, board. I love this little thing. It's such a cool little design. Could have called this Herbie. Herbie goes bananas. Gonna aim for this building now. The what is it? Administrative building? No, the quest building. Whatever. Mission control. Should do it. Mission control. 7 experiments. EVA. Surface sample. EVA report. And board. It's just rinse and repeat over and over and over. But there's a lot of them, and it's a ton of science. I mean, even if you're not playing jacked up science like I am now, this is something you're going to want to do as soon as you can. As soon as you get instruments, you're going to want to run them around and get as much science right out of here as you can. Even if you have just garbage science, just your basic, airplane wheels, you can make a rover out of that. Put your thermometer on there, and that'd be the only science you do, but it's worth it to drive around each one of these. Going over here to the runway now, that's the next step in my evolution. Really happy with this. This is a cool little design. But I've built many variations of this same thing so many times that every time I build a rover, it always comes back to this. It's totally set up. There we go. We also need the lighting. I can colorize this light too. Make it like a cool yellow or something. Did I do this? I didn't. From the runway. EVA. And it doesn't hurt anything to collect the mission with all that stuff extended like that. As you'll see right now. See, 399 science. Same funds. I've actually popped a tire coming down that hill going so fast. This thing is rated to a certain speed, and if you get flying, like right now, we're going to jump up over this. And we'll get this building here, which is the SPH, whatever that's. Plane hangar, something plane hangar. I don't know. Surface sample, EVA, board. Recover vessel. We're going to go over to the science building now. I don't know why I'm not hearing anything here. Like I'll hear rockets, but zero button, research and development, EVA, and then recover the vessel. You can actually set this up to satellite transmit all the stuff from these places, but I don't think you get the return that you get from actually picking up the vessel. And I'm getting these back every time. I'm not losing any parts. I'm able to reuse this thing over and over because, nothing's blowing up on it or. I think we've got 2 places left. Yeah, there's just this one and then one building behind it. I think we've done everything else. Complex, the astronaut complex. Yep, there's only one left. Here that I can do. But I did the grasslands with that launch, so I don't need to actually drive up to that. The next step would be to go to the mountains and or the highlands. And that'll take a little while to drive out there. Could do it. But I'm going to see what this kind of does for science first. If this gives us enough to really get into the satellite launches that I want to do next. That should be making noise right now. Yeah, see, my master's turned all the way up. Spacecraft, ambiance. The only thing I don't have turned up is music. I don't know. This is the last one right here. Administration. Yeah, I'm not going to drive to the other places, I don't think. Um, Meaning the Highlands, which is, 20-minute drive to get there. But let's see what kind of science we've unlocked here. 4,000. I can get to the good stuff here, which I want this one because this is central to any self-sustained electronics you want to send out into space. You want that, so definitely gonna get down to there. That ate up a chunk. Not gonna need these because those are for bigger stuff. I am gonna need the communication stuff here, though. I think this one right here and that one. Now this is actually a really good thing to use for positioning satellites, and I think I might go for it. The xenon. Okay, now I need to focus on some launch stuff here. Gonna need that for bigger. Gonna need the docking ports. Definitely gonna want all that. Want the advanced reaction wheel there. Probably gonna need this parachute too. Although maybe not. Rockets. Gonna need more rockets. These are all things I'm going to do in the next video. I'm going to start with the satellite system and stuff. Right now I'm about to end this video, so if you're sticking around watching. Um, oh, I do want this one. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it at this. And for these extra ones, I'm going to save some points here in case I have to get some small stuff when I get into the building of the next stage, which is going to be satellites. But I'm not going to do it in this video. I think I've played enough for today. Um, got the science advanced. That was the big thing. I've opened up a lot of this tree to where in the next one I'll be able to actually do something with that in satellites. But yeah, that's it. Did a rover and got a bunch of science. Have a good one.